Well, there are fewer things more difficult to accept than the death of a child. And when it's at the hands of a virus that already carries so much mystery, that tragedy is clearly compounded for parents, friends. Ariel Placencia joining us this morning live in Dallas. And Ariel, the COVID-19 related deaths to 2 children in Fort Worth in 24 hours is no doubt raising anxiety among other parents.
Of course it is, Kara, and it's completely understandable. This story that we're talking about in particular this morning, just absolutely heartbreaking, and our thoughts and prayers go out to this family today and moving forward. I do want to show you a picture of this young man. This is J.J. Boatman of Vernon, Texas. He died of complications of COVID-19 early Tuesday morning at Cook Children's in Fort Worth, and he was only 9 years old. We did speak to his father last night. Jason Boatman said on Sunday his son was completely fine, but then on Monday, JJ's health suddenly got worse. He was first rushed to the ER in Vernon, but then was quickly flown to the Fort Worth hospital by Monday afternoon. Doctors at Cook Children told JJ's parents their son's lungs were filled with fluid and that his brain was swollen due to a lack of oxygen. By Tuesday morning, JJ had died. Now, earlier reports said that JJ had asthma, but a family member later admitted that they misspoke. JJ's death, as Kara mentioned, marks the second death of a child related to COVID that was reported in as many days in Tarrant County.
That kid, I can't imagine living without that boy here. He was just the life of this house. Knowing that he was 9 years old, the most fullest of life kid you could ever imagine. People like that aren't supposed to go.
Now, JJ's parents told us that they both tested negative for the virus, and they said that they fear that JJ may have been infected while at school. We have learned that his elementary school is closed this week for deep cleaning and that students and staff are being asked to quarantine. Kara.
Thank you, Ariel. Well, Cook Children says it currently has 14 COVID patients. Children's Health in Dallas has 26. So parents, you might be wondering, what about the vaccine? When will that be ready for children? Well, we understand that Moderna will begin its pediatric clinical trial next month for children 12 through 17. And Pfizer just completed enrollment for its study in kids 12 to 15. Now, both of the companies predict that their vaccines could be authorized for use in preteens and teenagers by the start of the next school year. But it is going to take longer for younger kids. Do not expect a vaccine until the end of this year or even early 2022, Mark.
All right, thank you for the update, Kara. It is 6:36. Want to share more on the fight against COVID-19 today as the city of Dallas set to open its new drive-through COVID vaccine hub this morning at the K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center in downtown. Now, Dallas has 5,000 doses. The city says it can vaccinate 3 to 4 people a minute, and we'll get through all those doses by Saturday. Then they will be ready for more doses from the state next week. And a reminder, it is by appointment only. If you are on the Dallas County waiting list, you are registered. Also starting today, the Texas National Guard will be pitching in to help administer those vaccines. They're going to deploy mobile vaccination teams to 5 rural Texas counties. None of them are in North Texas, though. This is part of a pilot program announced by Governor Greg Abbott. And Walmart will offer the COVID vaccine at select Texas locations in our area. They'll be available in Mansfield, Lancaster, Terrell as well. You can register on Walmart's website next week. And the Dallas ISD calendar is up for a board vote tonight. There are 3 proposed calendars on the table. An adjustment proposed would help with some of the learning lapses caused by all the remote classes during this pandemic. There is a public hearing at 5:30. You can check it out on the district website.